Okay students, in this video I will solve remaining question of exercise 6.2. So I am going to solve this exercise 8. Now for class 8 I am going to solve question number 2 of exercise 6.2. Then we will start exercise 6.3. Okay, so it is second question and it is related to Pythagoras triplet. This is very important question, Pythagoras triplet. First of all, you should know what is the meaning of triplet. Triplet means a set of any three values, for example a, b and c, in such a way that a square plus b square equals c square. So you know, I hope you know about a right triangle. In a right triangle, you can see the diagram on the screen. If two sides including the right angle are A and B and the hypotenuse is C, then the Pythagoras theorem says that A square plus B square is equal to C square. So these three values are known as Pythagoras triplet because these can be used to prove the Pythagoras theorem. Now if three values are given, suppose you have, for your convenience I am taking the numbers which are already in Pythagoras triplet. Take 3 plus 4 square. The value is 9 plus 16, that is 25, and take 5 square, that is 25. So we can say that the sum of the squares of two numbers is equal to the square of the bigger number. So these numbers are called Pythagoras triplet. Now if three numbers are given, then how we will check whether they are Pythagoras triplet or not? So here in a general form, any three numbers, okay, so the numbers are 2m, then m square minus 1, then m square plus 1. These three numbers are called Pythagoras triplet, but here the value of m should be a natural number, okay, integer value. So it will not be a negative value because the length of side will not be a negative value. So you can say m is a integer and it is understood that it is a positive value. If m is not an integer, then we will find the value of m by another way. See, I am going to solve question number 2 and there are 4 parts. So I will solve either 2 or 3 parts of this. First part is 6. We have to find Pythagoras triplet whose one number is 6. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, इट मीन्स आपको यहाँ पर बाकी दो नंबर्स को फाइंड करना है कि बाकी दो नंबर्स क्या होंगे. तो इस तरह से तीन नंबर का जो सेट होगा वो पाइथागोरस ट्रिपलेट बनेगा. हो सकता है कि ये 6 जो है ये 2m हो या m स्क्वायर माइनस 1 हो या m स्क्वायर प्लस 1 हो. जनरली m की किसी भी इंटीजर वैल्यू के लिए ये जो थ्री वैल्यूज हैं विच यू कैन सी ऑन द स्क्रीन, these are the Pythagoras triplet. So find the value of m and it should be integer. And it is not given that 6 is the smallest number. So 6 can be either of these. तो अगर हम ये assume करें let 2m equals 6, then m equals 6 upon 2 and m equals 3. तो इस तरह से हम m की वैल्यू फाइंड करते हैं and that is integer. m 3 is integer. Okay, now it is the right answer. Then we can find the remaining values of Pythagorean triplet. So these are the steps. आपको यही steps follow करनी है स्टूडेंट्स और इस तरह से आप Pythagorean triplet find कर सकते हैं. So next steps are m equals 3. It is an integer. Okay, so you can find other values. M square minus 1 equals 3. Okay, so second value will be, now you can find other two values. So the values are m square minus 1, that is 3 square minus 1, it is 8, and third value is m square plus 1, that is 3 square plus 1, that is 10, because it is 3 3 ja 9, 9 plus 1 10. So we have found the remaining two values of the Pythagorean triplet. Okay, now you can write your answer as Pythagorean triplet is Pythagoras triplet is 6, 8 and 10. This is the complete answer of this question, and you can prove it. मीन्स आप इस तरह से प्रूव कर सकते हैं 6 स्क्वायर प्लस 8 स्क्वायर इक्वल्स 10 स्क्वायर. If it is equals 10 square, then your answer is correct. So in this way you have to find the Pythagorean triplet. Okay, now move to next part. So I think I should solve second part. Okay, and the second part is 14. One of the Pythagoras triplet is given, that is 14, and you have to find the remaining two values. So let us assume that 2m equals to 14. Obviously m will be 14 by 2, that is equal to 7, and you can see that 7 is integer, so the value of m is correct. Now you can find the remaining values. So second value will be m square minus 1, that is 7 square minus 1 equals 49 minus 1, it will be 48, and third value, that is m square plus 1, it is equal to 7 square plus 1, that is 49 plus 1, and it is 50. Obviously you have found the remaining values, and you can write Pythagoras triplet is 14, 48 and 50. So this is the way to find the remaining Pythagoras triplet. You can pause the video and note it down. This is the complete answer. And third part. So we use the same method to solve third part. The number is 16. Okay. Now think it is 2m. So if 2m equals 16, then m will be 16 upon 2, that is 8. So m is an integer. Now you can find the remaining values of Pythagorean triplet. Assume that m square minus 1 will be the second value, that is 8 square minus 1. Okay, it means 8 8 is 64 minus 1, that is 63, and the remaining value of Pythagoras triplet is m square plus 1. So it is 8 square plus 1, 64 plus 1 equals 65, and finally you can write the result. So you have to write hence Pythagoras triplet is 14, sorry, it is 16. Okay, it is 16, then 63 and 65. These three values together make Pythagoras triplet. So this question is finished of exercise 6.2, and I am going to start exercise 6.3. Note it down. So students, it is exercise 6.3 and it is quite interesting. The questions are very easy. So before we start, I want to tell you few properties regarding complete square numbers. लास्ट वीडियो में मैंने आपको कुछ प्रॉपर्टीज बताई थी, जैसे कि किसी भी नंबर में अगर यूनिट डिजिट 2, 3, 7 और 8 है तो वो नंबर कभी भी कंप्लीट स्क्वायर नंबर नहीं होगा, नेवर. So we will use this property. Okay, again we will find the square root of the given numbers using prime factorization method. That is also very interesting. So keep continue. I am going to solve first question of exercise 6.3. What could be the possible ones digit of the square root of each of the following numbers? So here I will solve three parts. First part is 9801. तो आपको क्या फाइंड करना है कि इस नंबर का जो भी स्क्वायर रूट होगा उसमें यूनिट डिजिट पे कौन सी डिजिट आएगी. ओके, यूनिट पोजीशन पे. यू नो दैट इन दिस नंबर द यूनिट डिजिट इज 1. तो हमें ये फाइंड करना है कि 1 किसके स्क्वायर में आता है. ओके, मीन्स किसी भी नंबर का स्क्वायर करने पर हमें 9801 मिलता है. तो उस नंबर में यूनिट डिजिट क्या हो सकती है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ द नंबर इज 36, you know that it is 6 square. Again, the number 225 is the square of 15. You can see that 15 के अंदर जो यूनिट डिजिट है वो 5 है और 5 के स्क्वायर में ये यूनिट डिजिट 5 सेम आई. इस तरह से हमें पता करना है कि 15 में जैसे 5 मिला है वैसे ही इसके स्क्वायर रूट में जो कि 9801 है, इसके स्क्वायर रूट में यूनिट डिजिट कौन सी होगी. एंड by your practice you know that the square of 1 is 1 and the square of 9 is also 1. means अगर कोई नंबर है 2 डिजिट का और उसमें यूनिट डिजिट पे 1 है तो उसके स्क्वायर में भी यूनिट डिजिट पे 1 होगा. और अगर उसके यूनिट डिजिट पे 9 है, ओके, यूनिट पोजीशन पे 9 है तो भी उसके स्क्वायर में 1 आएगा बिकॉज 9 9 से 81 एंड यू गेट 1 एट द यूनिट पोजीशन. So this is the answer, this one only. You have to write 1 comma 9 and don't put this square root sign. So you can write this simply. The answer is 1 or 9. Okay. Second part, the number is 99,856 and here the unit digit is 6. तो हमें ये फाइंड करना है कि 6 किस नंबर के स्क्वायर में आता है. सिंपली तो 6 4 के स्क्वायर में भी आता है और 6 के स्क्वायर में भी आता है. वाई 4 4 जा 16. तो आपको यूनिट पोजीशन पे 6 मिलेगा और 6 6 जा 36. सो इन दिस वे यू विल गेट 6 एट यूनिट पोजीशन. दिस इज द आंसर. नाउ आई होप यू विल सॉल्व थर्ड एंड फोर्थ पार्ट्स. दीज आर क्वाइट इजियर. ओके, नाउ मूव टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Second question. Without doing any calculation, find the numbers which are surely not perfect squares. Okay. So कोई कैलकुलेशन नहीं करनी है. Which are surely not perfect squares. हमें दो नंबर परफेक्ट स्क्वायर नहीं हो सकते. First is, as I explained you, if the unit digit is 2, 3, 7 or 8, that number is not the complete square. So it is not complete square number. So we will give the reason. Since unit digit is 3, hence it is not a perfect square. Okay, then you will solve the second part in the same way. Since unit digit is 7, hence it is not a perfect square number. Now what about third? Third is also not a perfect square. And fourth part, okay, I solve fourth part. So fourth part, it is 4 4 1. If you remember the squares or square roots of few numbers, you can write your answer in a direct way. But अगर किसी नंबर के यूनिट पोजीशन पे 1 है तो वो कंप्लीट स्क्वायर हो भी सकता है और नहीं भी. तो इसका आंसर हम लिखेंगे मे और मे नॉट. ओके, बट इफ द यूनिट डिजिट इज 2, 3, 7 or 8, it is sure that it is not a perfect square number. So you have to solve the remaining part of this question. Now question number 3. This is most important question of this exercise. Find the square root of 100 and 169 by the method of repeated subtraction. So what is this method? I will explain you this with the help of this question. तो आपको क्वेश्चन के साथ में मैं मेथड भी एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूँ. Listen carefully and focus at the screen. The method is repeated subtraction. Okay, what is this method? See, I will solve first part only. So the number is 100. हम पहले 100 के लिए फाइंड करते हैं. As you know that 100 is the square of 10. So 10 is the square root of 100. But suppose the number is very big. So how you will find? By using repeated subtraction. तो स्टूडेंट्स सबसे पहले हम सब्ट्रैक्शन कैसे करेंगे? 100 में से हम 1 माइनस करेंगे. Here we will subtract only odd numbers stepwise. So in first step we will subtract 1 from the given number. Your given number is 100. Subtract 1. It is 99. Okay. Then in the next step you will write 99 and subtract 3. That is 96. Write 96. Subtract 5. So it is 91. Then 91 minus 7. It is 84. Finally 84 minus 9. That is 75. 75 minus 11. That is 64. 64 minus 13. 51. Then 51 minus 15. 36. Okay. And 36 minus 17 is 19. And 19 minus 19 is 0. So you have to continue this process until you get 0. Now I explain this method. ये मेथड बहुत इजी है और बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है. देखो हमने क्या किया है. सबसे पहले हम वो नंबर लिखेंगे जिसका स्क्वायर रूट फाइंड करना है. ओके. तो 1 से स्टार्ट करेंगे. यू कैन सी दैट आई हैव रिटन ऑड नंबर्स. सो दिस 1 1 3 5 7 9 all these are odd numbers. 11 13 15 17 19. तो हम odd numbers को सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे स्टेप बाय स्टेप. तो पहले हमें 100 लिखना है. 100 minus 1 99. Then consider 99 subtract 3 is 96. Consider 96 subtract 5. इस तरह से हमें जो भी नंबर ऑब्टेन होता है वो हम नेक्स्ट स्टेप में यूज करेंगे और उसमें से एक नेक्स्ट ऑड नंबर को माइनस करेंगे. तो 1 3 5 7 9. ओके. एंड ग्रेजुअली वी विल कंटिन्यू द प्रोसेस अंटिल वी गेट 0. एंड लास्ट स्टेप में हमें जो 0 मिल रहा है. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पर हम स्टेप को, ये जो भी प्रोसेस है इसको हम स्टॉप करेंगे एंड वी विल काउंट द नंबर ऑफ स्टेप्स. सो लेट अस काउंट द नंबर ऑफ स्टेप्स. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So we have performed subtractions 10 times to get 0. Hence the square root of 100 is 10. Because हमने यहाँ पर 10 टाइम्स सब्ट्रैक्शन किया है. ओके. आपको स्टेप्स काउंट करनी है. जितनी बार सब्ट्रैक्शन हुआ है उसको काउंट करेंगे, वही आंसर होगा. सो वी कैन राइट square root of 100 is 10. This is the answer. And you know that square root of 100 is already 10, but you should be aware of these steps. Suppose the number is very big, then we always cannot remember the square root of bigger numbers. So follow this method of repeated subtraction and count the number of steps, then it will be the square root of given number. Okay. Note it down. And I think I should solve second part also. So the number is 169. अब हम 169 का स्क्वायर रूट फाइंड करेंगे इसी मेथड से. ओके. द नंबर इज 169. तो हमें क्या करना है, इसमें से 1 माइनस करना है. ओके. एंड इट इज 168. तो यही स्टेप्स हम रिपीट करेंगे जब तक कि हमारा डिफरेंस 0 नहीं हो. देन राइट 168 and minus 3. Okay. So here you can write the odd numbers 5 7 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. Okay, so what is the difference? It is 165. Now 165 minus 5, it is 160. Then 160 minus 7, it is 153. Then 153 minus 9, so it is 144. Okay, and 144 minus 11 is 133. Then 133 minus 13 is 120. Okay, no, it is not. Okay, it is 120. Then 120 minus 15 is 105. Then 105 minus 17, it is. So स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ पर आपको सब्ट्रैक्शन की प्रैक्टिस भी होनी चाहिए. तो 105 में से 17 माइनस करेंगे, ठीक है, तो 5 माइनस किया हमने 100 होगा, और 12 और माइनस करेंगे, सो इट इज 88. ओके, 88. देन 88 माइनस 19, so it is 69, and 69 minus 17, so it is 2 and 5, it is 52. Okay, then 52 minus 19, so it is 30. Okay, and 33 minus 21, that is 12. And next step is you have to write 69 minus 21. Okay, so it is 48. 48 minus 23, it is 25, and finally 25 minus 25 is 0. तो आपको सारे odd numbers को one by one separate करते रहना है जब तक कि आंसर 0 ना हो. And you can see that we got 0. Now count the number of steps. Okay, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we write square root of 169 is 13 because we have performed subtraction 13 times. So students, I hope you understood this exercise. The second question of exercise 6.2 was important, and question number 2 and 3 are the important questions of exercise 6.3. Solve the remaining parts of the questions which I missed in this video. Alright, best of luck.